We're back again, ladies and gentlemen, and this video we're gonna talk about the worst Joker.
I am honored and proud to introduce myself.
No, not that idiot. This idiot who is by far the most offensive portrayal of the Clown Prince ever.
Make this pencil disappear.
Monkeys, roll the footage.
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right,
it a lot.
all right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
Back here, bounding into comics, and let me blow this image up much to my behest. Jared Leto says never say never to a return as the Joker. Well, Jared Leto, most of us will say never. Never, never. Please God, never again, you douchebag. And I know what you're going to say, but E-Tap, what about the nightmare sequence at the end of the Snyder Cut? Yeah, you know, that was all right for a minute, but I don't want to see any more Zack Snyder DC shit. I don't want to see. I don't want to see Zack Snyder. Period. I think personally, fuck Zack Snyder. I once said that the only character he should really handle is Batman. But you know what? That ship done sailed. BVS was a mess. I did enjoy the Ultimate Edition of it because it provided more context to the story that was laid out. But I don't want to see any more Snyder shit. I don't want to deal with the Snyder cult anymore. And I'm sorry, you know, some of my friends, if y'all like the Snyder Cut, cool. I got nothing but love for you. But I personally, I'm done. Matt Reeves had a much better take on it, and there's another one to get attacked for because, oh my God, Z, that was so woke. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It wasn't woke. My God. You people and your dog whistles are hilarious because this is why people don't take you seriously. Because the Batman wasn't woke. You had a one-off line about white privilege. If that ruined the entire movie for you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just have to turn your brain off and be entertained. And it was a good movie. The Batman was an excellent movie. I have no issue with that movie at all. Like I said, I stand by the fact I gave it a 8 out of 10, 8 to 8.5 out of 10. I stand by that. I don't budge on that at all. Never had any intention of walking that back. So here we go. We're going to talk about this article. You leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll give you mine as we go along. This from JB Augustine, yesterday, bounding into comics. Suicide Squad actor Jared Leto's chances of reprising his character in that film, the Joker, have arguably never been lower, with the two new Jokers played by Joaquin Phoenix and Barry Keoghan cornering the market in the DC universe.
That is correct.
And that's it. We had Barry Keoghan, who looks like a melted Ezra Miller, playing him at the end of the Batman. But you know what? I'm willing to give him a chance because I have a feeling that that character will be better written than his character in the Eternals, because that whole movie was a dumpster fire. In case you're late to the party, yes, that is Eternal star Keoghan at the end of the Batman, in the shadow within an Arkham cell, and he is supposed to be the Clown Prince of Crime. But I digress. Leto's performance in the 2016 Suicide Squad we got, as cut together by Warner Brothers, may leave you less than inclined to see Leto back with green hair and red lipstick. Gay! However, his chilling makeover in Zack Snyder's Justice League won some of the doubters over. Let me be clear on that point right there. I said that sequence was cool. The nightmare reality sequence was cool. Did I want to see Joker back again, portrayed by Jared Leto? Absolutely not. And this ain't a dig on Jared Leto. This is a dig on Jared Leto as Joker. It was trash. It was absolute trash. Yeah, that sequence at the end made it a little bit better, but the Suicide Squad was garbage. He looked like Hot Topic Joker. Look at my tattoo. Get out of here. That was trash. Jared Leto as Morbius. I'm absolutely going to go see that as soon as it drops. If it got pushed back again, I don't know. But that movie's been pushed back almost as many times as New Mutants. So I'm still looking forward to it, though. I'm more excited about Morbius than I am anything else Marvel's going to drop this year, and Morbius is from the Sony side, which so is Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, I know it's still a Marvel deal, MCU movie, but Sony had all the, basically, more control over that one. I just think it's funny that the highest grossing movie in the MCU last year was, co-produced by Sony, and Sony took most of the profits because good for them. Sony owned last year with their releases financially, so it's nice to see somebody kind of stick it to Marvel financially. And Black Widow, I love the character. It was about 7-8 years too late. Shang-Chi was boring as hell. I fell asleep in the theater, and the Eternals was just, it was bad. It was terrible. The color palette was Snyder-esque, and that's what it made me think of, and that's what really turned me off in the movie. Outside of the characters were stupid. It's not something I ever read in the comics. It's not something I ever care to read. And like I said, if I never see the Eternals again, it'd be too soon. According to Leto and the Suicide Squad director David Ayer, we were going to see more of the latter example on the screen if WB had left Ayer's cut alone and released it. No, we don't need an Ayer cut of the first Suicide Squad. It was trash. I don't care. There is still potential that Ayer cut could see the light of day, albeit fleeting, and it might gin up a demand to restore Leto's Joker with the rest of the Snyderverse.
No, don't like that.
But the question remains if the actor wants to return at all. I'm sure a lot of that would depend on how Morbius does at the box office too. As of press time, he is keeping that door open. Never say never, he told Variety recently. Leto added too that he has an attachment to Joker and all the characters he plays to some degree. For me, they're like living, breathing people, he said. I know they're not, of course, but I get attached. It's a shame to never do it again. No, you would be doing us all a favor by never playing Joker again.
Yep!
That he feels that way makes sense when allegedly Leto wanted to do everything in his power to throttle and cancel Todd Phillips' Joker when it was announced.
Shut up, bitch!
Of course, the film went forward and made a lot of money, winning accolades along the way in 2019. Yeah, it made over $1 billion on like a $92 million budget, and Joaquin Phoenix can act circles around Jared Leto any day, and the portrayals are not even in the same league. Watching Jared Leto's portrayal of Joker, stacking that up against Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, is like putting a Pee-wee third grade team against, the Kansas City Chiefs. It wouldn't work. It's a massacre. And that's exactly what Leto did to that role. He massacred it. Joaquin Phoenix had to resurrect it. Shortly thereafter, Zack Snyder managed to give Leto his interpretation of Batman's merciless arch-enemy back. It was a secret I had to keep for so long. It feels funny to even talk about it, Leto explained in an Entertainment Tonight interview. Ugh, this scene. This was just bad. It took me 4 years to watch this movie in its entirety, and I'm pissed off that I even did. Snyder knows that world like nobody else. He cares deeply about the character, he continued. He cares so much about the fans. I was happy to be a part of his journey in retelling the story and telling it the way he always dreamed of. And it was fun to dip my toe in the character again. Leto jumped into the Marvel Universe via Sony's Spider-Verse in the interim to tackle Morbius, the living vampire. After multiple delays, we shall finally see if this ersatz lost boy has bite on April 1st. Which I love the trailers for this. I was so excited for this movie after seeing the trailers. And let us not forget this little nugget. Anna Taylor-Joy in talks to become Harley Quinn in the Batman universe. So Harley Quinn would be paired up with Barry Keoghan's Joker, not Hot Topic Joker, Jared Leto. Anna Taylor-Joy was alright in New Mutants. I thought her performance was fine. I don't really know too much about her as an actor. But no, it's this whole Jared Leto could come back as Joker is
bullshit.
Stupid! Who's asking for this? Who, except the Snyder cult?
Yup!
Because of a 5-minute sequence at the end of a 4-hour schlock?
I'm retarded.
I watched the Snyder cut, and let's be honest, the DC side was just garbage. Individual movies aside that have been good, they jumped into doing Justice League way too soon. They wanted to be Marvel, but didn't put in the work that Marvel put in. And the new Marvel stuff notwithstanding, up until the first Avengers came out, it was everything was solid. And then after that it got convoluted. And no, this Jared Leto Joker rumor, if I was him, I would stay with the Morbius role, which I'm sure will be much better received than the Joker was. I mean, even if the Morbius movie kind of shits the bed,
No, I didn't.
it'll still be better than Suicide Squad was in 2016 when you're just, if you boil it down to his role, because there's no redeeming part of him at all from Suicide Squad. None. Nothing. It was horrible. It was horrible. Jared Leto as Joker looked like a retarded Hot Topic employee, and it was painful to watch. It really was. But, ladies and gents, those are my thoughts. I think it's going to be shite if he comes back as Joker, but I don't see it happening. I'd say stick over in the Sony Spider-Verse, the Sony universe of Marvel characters with Morbius the Living Vampire. Now it's time for your thoughts. Leave them in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn that bell on for notifications. And that's it, gang. I'm Tepu Kuing of The Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one.
It's just fitting now, baby.
And remember,
I could do this all